Good morning, Rochester ALC, and welcome back to 2015 and 2016 school year. I'm Maria.
And I'm Gabby. In our first episode of C103 News of the Year, we have a lot of good information to share with you, like meeting some new staff members, senior advice for new students and underclassmen, and something brand new to us, advisory clubs.
I'm really excited to join a club this quarter.
Me too. Our news team did some investigating about the new opportunity. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Chloe. This year in advisory, we are trying some new and fun activities.
Hi, I'm Darcy. Hi, Mrs. Sloan.
Hi, Darcy.
Why are you doing advisory clubs?
Well, I think we're doing advisory clubs because we want kids to be able to meet other new kids, and we want kids to be able to try out new activities.
Great. What is your club?
Coloring.
Why did you choose coloring?
Because I like to color, and I like to hang out with kids, and I like to listen to music, and that's what we'll be doing.
Exciting.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Barnage, and my club is going to be a walking club. So we will be, if it's nice weather, we'll be walking outside, and if it's raining, then we'll be walking in the halls around the school. And so you'll need good walking shoes, and I'll provide water because we're going to get thirsty. And if it's raining and we can't walk for 20 minutes inside the school, maybe we'll walk for 10 minutes, and then we'll have some videos about exercise in the math suite. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zanel. I'm doing a chess club, so students can come and learn how to play chess, or they can play chess against each other. And we're working on some kind of a tournament-based thing that we can do with Zed eventually. So it'll be like a competition too, getting ready for that. That's it.
I'm Mrs. Molly, and my advisory club is Glee Club. And we're going to use our voices a little bit, practice singing with some different parts, like maybe soprano, alto, tenor, bass. I don't know if we'll have enough time to get into a little bit of instrument accompaniment or choreography, but the reason that I would like to do this club is because I love to sing in choir groups for the feeling of being part of a team, and because your voice, when it combines with other voices, is something better. Thank you.
We hope these new fun advisory clubs interest you and has a positive impact on you guys to participate. Woo! Make sure you sign up for a club with your advisory teacher early before they fill up.
I'm sure many of you have noticed that we have a lot of new faces in the building this year, including a lot of new staff members.
I have several new teachers this year, and it's been fun to know them. Our news team caught up with a few of them to see how their time here has been so far.
Hi, I'm Bailey, and I'm here with Mr. Riker, and we're going to get to know him a little bit. So, where did you work before you came to the Rochester ALC?
Last place I worked was in Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and then I've kind of worked all over. I've worked a little bit in Lake City. I worked out in Lac qui Parle. I worked out in Cannon Falls. I worked in town at the Rock for a little bit, so kind of all over the place.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
What is your role here at the ALC?
I think what I try to do is teach science in a way that try to makes kids think about the world around them. And so when they're walking around and just staring at the sky or looking around, they might be like, hey, look at that cool little bug. And, you know, what the heck is that bug doing there? What kind of bug is that? And just trying to, like, question the world around them, not necessarily memorize a bunch of words necessarily. So
Yeah.
try a little fun, I guess.
I think of the ALC students who really like the way that we kind of form our classes around, like, our lives. And
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, not just memorize a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then what makes you excited about getting to work with ALC students?
I think it's nice because it's good to have to. I think a lot of the ALC students want to get to know the teachers as well as they want to learn and in a different way and not just have to sit there and read a book and memorize a bunch of stuff. I think they're open to doing lots of kind of cool things, and that's kind of fun, not to have to sit there and just give me a worksheet and let me do my worksheet, but maybe actually get your hands on and do something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time today.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm here with Spencer. We're going to be asking him a few questions to get to know him a little bit better. So Spencer, where did you work before coming to the ALC?
Before I came to the ALC, I worked as a canoe guide up in Boundary Waters. So I actually took middle school and high school students out into kind of like this really remote wilderness area that we'd go on like 5 to 6 day trips, moving camp every day, and just really trying to figure out, what's out in the world. We actually worked with a lot of kids that just had never even been out of the city, so it was a really good experience for me personally. But.
Oh, that's very awesome. Mm-hmm. What's your role here at the ALC?
This year, I'm working as an intern with Winona State. So basically, I'm doing like a really long student teaching assignment. So I'm working with Mr. Rieker in the biology room, and we're kind of co-teaching right now.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. What makes you excited working here with the ALC students?
What I really like about the ALC is, and the students here, is like we really have kind of a great connection. Like the community here is awesome. Everyone's kind of really invested in doing things a little bit differently than maybe we do at more traditional schools. I know in the biology room we have a lot of big plans to just do things differently, try new things, work on projects, that maybe we wouldn't have chances to do in other places. And everyone seems kind of on board with the idea, and I love that about this place.
Well, that's definitely awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Spencer.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi, I'm here with Miss Belashko, and we're going to be getting to know her as well. So, where did you work before you coming to the ALC?
I worked at Kellogg Middle School, and I was a math teacher there.
Nice. What is your role here at the ALC?
I am also a math teacher here. So I work in the math suite right over there.
All right. And what makes you excited to be working with ALC students rather than students from a mainstream school?
I like the students here because they're more motivated. They're more friendly. They seem to have a better work ethic. And there's one right there. And I don't know, it's just a more comfortable environment to work in. I just think that this is a great place to be. The kids are authentic and they want to be here, so it's really fun.
That's great to hear.
Yeah,
Welcome
to
to the ALC this year.
Thank you very
and
much.
I hope it works out for you.
I
and
hope so too.
Have a good year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys too.
Special thanks to all the new staff we've interviewed this week. I'm sure we're all very excited to get to know you throughout the year. Take it away, Maria and Gabby.
Being in a new building can be a little overwhelming, especially if you're a new student.
It sure can. Luckily, we can have some awesome senior leaders here who have some great advice for new students. Check it out.
Welcome back, Rochester ALC, for another school year. We have a lot of new students in the building this year and a few seniors that are willing to share their wisdom with us to start the school year off and stay on track for graduation.
Back, Carlise.
Hello.
Is there any advice you'd like to give the underclassmen or new students this school year?
Just stay focused. It's all consistency. So like, as long as you like crack down and get organized and like just come to class and not talk to your friends as much as you're supposed to be in school and focusing in school, then you'll succeed a lot more than hanging out more than anything. So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No problem.
Hi, I'm here with Priscilla. Is there any tips or pieces of wisdom you would like to give some underclassmen or new students here about starting off the year or staying on track for graduation?
Just come to school every day and don't be late. Because if you start that habit, then you probably won't ever come to school and then you won't graduate. So that's my tip. I don't know.
Thank you for your time.
Yep, you're welcome.
I'm here with John today. Is there any advice or tips you give underclassmen or new kids this year?
Yeah, my advice would be stay in school, eat your vegetables, don't do drugs, kids.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, everyone who participated with us today, and let's make this a good school year, guys. Thank you.
Hopefully this helps those who needed that helpful advice from our seniors.
Now let's hear what Mr. Zebart has to say in this week's C60.
Welcome to the first version of Z60 for the 2015-2016 school year. This version of Z60 is going to be short because I have two things to say. There are two goals for every student here at the ALC. Goal number one is to graduate from high school. We are working hard as we can to help you earn the credits so that you can graduate and move on with your life. Goal number two is be the best citizen that you can be. Be law-abiding, be kind, be respectful, work hard, and we'll all have a great school year. Graduate, be the best citizen that you can be. Have a super year.
Thanks, Mr. Zebart, for the good advice.
I know we're all looking forward to that cap and gown.
Next up, we have some new segments straight from our health clinic. Let's see what Luke has to say for this week's Health Minute.
Hi, this is Luke from the ALC Clinic, and I wanted to tell you about the flu clinic that we're going to have October 7th, starting at 1 p.m. in the ALC. If you're interested in getting immunized against the flu, you can go to schoolageimmunization.mayoclinic.org or pick up a parental consent form in the office.
Thank you, Luke, for the information.
To wrap things up, here's Miss B with some info about the 2016 yearbook.
Good morning, Rochester ALC. I'm Mrs. Baethke here with a little yearbook update for you. I wanted to let everybody know nice and early in the school year that our yearbook ordering process has changed. We're no longer going through Jostens, we're using a different company, and because of that, the way that we order yearbooks is going to be different from in years past. This year, if you want to buy a yearbook, you have to pre-order and pay ahead of time. In the past, I know we've gotten a bunch of extra books in that you could buy on the spot when they arrived in May. This year, that's not going to be the case. We might have a few extra, and by few, I really mean a few. This year, we are only going to be ordering books that are paid for, so that if you want to buy a yearbook, if you know come May you're going to want one of those yearbooks, you have to order it ahead of time and pay for it. The cutoff date is March 25th to buy a yearbook. I know that seems like a really long time from now, but it's going to be here before you know it, and I wanted to give you plenty of advanced warning. You'll hear from me again. I'll keep reminding you that if you're going to want a yearbook in May, you need to order one early. Come and see me. I can take your money and I can put you down on the list and I can get you all set up so that come May you're guaranteed to have a yearbook in your hands. There's still $25. If you have any questions, I'm in room C103. Thanks.
Be sure to order your yearbook in advance so you don't miss out in May.
That's the news for this week. Be sure to tune in next week for a new episode of C103 News.
Have a great week.